cried Koala. Quiz Thursday?
Down.
51 months. Woo. A twelfth of a quarter of a century. Whoop whoop. Insert witty remark here.
Hello, I'm speaking to you from the void of not the void. Sorry about that, looks like I forgot to reset a variable. I added that algorithm to calculate when there's an insurmountable lead. And I didn't test it beyond round 2, which means when you get to round 3, it's looking for the player who doesn't have advantage as the opponent. Of course, that player doesn't exist because everyone who got through round 2 has already got advantage and I didn't reset it. I have now added the line to reset it. But that's the way it goes, is why we test stuff. Thank you to Arun for that legacy pack from about 18 months ago. This is the thing, it wasn't brand new trivia, so that's been lost to the ages. But anyway, there it is. If you've got any more thoughts on that, do head over to the Discord and add your thoughts into the suggestions section. I am going to get our first players in for tonight's first face-off, and then our stream will continue.
Architecture and interior design? Find a 3D designer today. Fiverr. Start now.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need with full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize every element of your website and watch your vision come to life in minutes. Access unlimited on-brand image creation and enhance your site's visual appeal. Effortlessly grow your site.
hot. Just give that rhythm everything you got.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to the very first Throwback Thursday of Game Night. It is Thursday the 25th of July. I hope you're all keeping well. Apologies about that breakage with that Battlefront that we just played, and thank you to A Run for providing the legacy trivia. Samsa, thank you for the 50-month subscription. I have paused notifications, as is the deal, as we play Face Off, and I've got 5 contestants in this game waiting to play. If you want to go at Face Off a bit later on, the opportunity is going to be there, but we're going to start with a stiff competition from these 5 guys who are all waiting in the wings. Just before we get to that, let me say hello to everyone. Good evening, Jeff Keys and Mark and Matt, SJ, Dragon, Prugs, Topper, Colo Lupine, Ardenfett, Shadowmane, Colin, Chrono Blazer, Now Cut That Out, Stilgar, Nando, Stimpson's Angle, Lady Me, Fluffy Bunny, Jack, BC, Puzzle Dan, Bodycam, Oni, Portister, Score Count, Arun, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining us for this first Throwback Thursday. I'm going to get on with it because we've had a breakage already and we had a little delay getting the game started with our players here. I will show you all the behind the scenes stuff, the reason that took just a minute when we get to the open games. But for now, let's meet our... And yeah, just a reminder, notifications are muted, but I will turn them back on later on. Let's meet our 5 players. We've got Jack. He's 25. He's a postgrad from North London. Jack, how are you doing? You can answer me if you like.
Good.
You good?
Sorry, I was muted. Good.
You also muted on stream, but I've just unmuted you, so all as well. Jack, it's been a while since we've had Face Off. How are you feeling about coming back into it?
It's been a while since I've done quizzing on Twitch as well. I'm good, excited.
Well, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining us, and you're going to be facing off against Clive. He's 28. He's an aluminium can from recycling. Clive, welcome. How are you keeping?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good to be back in the sort of the midweek, past the midweek hump and nearly into the weekend. So it's good to be back here. What's your face-off history like?
I got to the semi-final bit, the first one, and then did quite okay on the exhibition one from about a year ago. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, likewise. So you've only just found out who your competition is, and everyone else is finding out in real time here. So best of luck to you tonight, Clive. And you are making up our American contingent here. Everyone else is from this side of the pond, but wish you the very best of luck. You're going to be facing off against Steve Frost. He's 21. He's a law graduate from Blackpool currently.
I didn't know it'd come up like that when I typed it in.
Well, yeah, it's a hot
I just
tea
saw
game.
it in my profile picture. No, I didn't. I forgot it would turn up with that.
I am going to have to call you Steve for the rest of the game because that's what it debugs
You know
for
what?
me
Fine.
as.
You know what? That's fine.
I'll call you Steve. This is Arun for those of you who are in the know. But Arun, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It must be almost 24 hours since we last spoke.
Must have been. Yeah.
Are you flushed from your victory last night?
I think we've taken our victory quite well.
You've taken it quite well.
Yeah.
You were very gracious, I have to say. But for those of you not in the loop, Arun's team beat my team last night in the OQL. So
sorry.
Yeah, but you're currently up and you're actually away for an OQL event at the moment. Is that right?
We are. I'm part of the Blackpool contingent.
Well, say hi to any fellows of ours who are up there.
Okay, will do. Can I do it here?
You can do it here if you like. Yeah, that's fine.
Because I'm well aware there's at least 3 others who all within about 10 yards of me as we speak.
Are they cheering you on?
I can't hear them, but I hope so. I presume so.
We'll say hi to them a bit later on, I'm sure. Arun, welcome to the game,
Wonderful.
and you're going to be facing off against... This is Oni. He's 33. He's a consumer or word shitter from hell in the Midlands. I just thought hell was a place in like Bulgaria or Hungary or somewhere. Oni, how you doing?
Good, yeah, good. Thanks.
Now your face-off history is a varied tapestry as well.
Presumed.
Say again.
Missing presumed.
Missing presumed.
I won my first game. My first appearance on stream about 20 minutes before I turned 30, and it's been downhill ever since.
Well, let's see if we can't rectify that tonight. Very best of luck to you. And our final contestant in the face-off arena tonight is... It's Ralph. He's 33. He's a facer-offer from West Yorkshire. Welcome, Ralph. How are you keeping?
Very well, thank you. I have the day off tomorrow. I'm going to be watching the cricket at Headingley.
Ah, lovely. That was a question that actually came up in OQL last night. Fortunately, it went to our equally Yorkshire friend it's Otley, so he was able to knock that one out of the park, so to speak, which was very nice. Ralph, you got to the final of at least one face-off tournament, haven't you?
Yes.
And you hoping to make it presumably hoping to make it an exhibition victory tonight.
Indeed, I was summoned here to provide stiff competition to the other 4.
That is the quote that has been used. Well, the very best of luck.
Oh, I was kidnapped. It's different.
Very best of luck to you, Ralph.
I don't know where I am.
All 5 of you. Those are our face-off contenders for our first exhibition match tonight. Jack, Clive, Arun, Oni, and Ralph. Or Steve Frost, as Arun is also known as.
Yep, I'll do. I'll do.
For those of you who haven't seen the game before or just want a quick refresher of the rules, each of the players has got 60 seconds on their clock. They'll face a general knowledge question. If they get it right, their clock stops and it moves on to the next player. If they get it wrong, they get another question and they will keep getting questions until they get it right. First player whose clock runs out is eliminated from the game. We'll rinse and repeat with subsequent players. Each time we will add 30 seconds to their clock, which means we will finish off with 2 players in the final having 2.5 minutes each. So, bit of an epic battle and a test of stamina as much as anything. Samster and Joggy, and welcome to the stream. A reminder that alerts are off for now, but I will switch them back on in between games and I'll show you all the behind the scenes, and you watching in the audience could come along and have a game as well. If you fancy that, do come and join the Discord and make sure you've got a microphone and a Hackbox device handy. I can only accept your first answer, players, and I have got an emergency stop button should the need arise. I wish you all the very best of luck. Jack, you're going to be starting us off. And Jack... Hang on. This could be a long session. Jack, your time starts... Now, Jack, what band has a 1997 hit with
Chumbawamba?
Correct. Clive, the 1998 film City of Angels is set in which
Los
US?
Angeles?
Correct. Steve, Ayatora is the Maori name.
New Zealand.
Correct. Oni, which comedian performed in sketches called The Blood... Tony Hancock. Which 60s, 70s TV series featured the
Mission
catchphrase...
Impossible.
Correct. Ralph, which Greek letter represents the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its
Pi.
diameter? Is the correct answer. Jack, UB40 had a 1983...
Wine.
Correct. Clive, what word can describe the development in artificial conditions of organisms and the
pass.
culture? What is 1/2 of 160?
80.
Correct. Arun, which word is colloquially used to describe
Footsie.
amorous... Correct. Oni, Northern Rhodesia was the former name of which
Zimbabwe.
country? No, it's Zambia. How many players are there on a baseball team?
11.
9. Marie Louise of Austria was the second wife of which emperor?
Pass.
Napoleon. What name is given to the large absorbent rectangular cloth used to dry the body
Ow.
after... Yes, it is. Ralph, Greenwich Castle in Wales hosted a series of which ITV programme in
I'm
2020?
get me out of here.
Correct. Jack, which town in Suffolk is the most easterly point in the United Kingdom?
Pass.
It's Lowestoft. What sea is an Irish city linked by a ferry with Swansea?
Cork.
Correct. Clive, the 2020 film Soul was produced by
Pixar.
which? Correct. Arun, in terms of area, which is the largest
Canada.
country? Correct. Oni, in which US state are the twin cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul?
Minnesota.
Correct. Ralph, which star sign is represented by the scales?
Pass.
Libra. What H is a term for a group of female animals of the same species that are the mates of a single male?
Hermaphrodite.
No, it's harem. Which type of American whiskey potentially derives its name from...
Bourbon.
Correct. Jack, in a saying, 1 hour of sleep before midnight is worth how many hours after midnight? 2. A future reward or benefit that is unlikely to materialise is known as what in the sky? Yes. In which country, Clive, of the UK, is the site of the
England?
Battle of... Yes. Steve, the films Lost Highway and Mulholland Drive are directed by whom? David Lynch. If you try as hard as you can to do something, you are said to
Shot.
give... Yes. Only in spoken word or conversation, if a quotation is introduced with the word quote, with which word is it often finished?
Sorry, pass.
It's unquote or end quote. What is the 2-letter country code for Switzerland?
CH.
Yes. Ralph, on American TV, who was the host of the quiz show
Alex
Jeopardy?
Trebek.
Yes. Jack, the decisive air conflict between British and German air
Britain.
forces. Yeah, I'll accept Battle of Britain. Which fortified wine is named after the Portuguese city, Clive, of Oporto?
Sangria?
No, it's Port. The musical film My Fair Lady is based on the play Pygmalion by whom?
Shaw.
Yeah, George Bernard Shaw. Steve, which first name links a former Spice Girl and the title character of an 1860
Emma.
novel? Yes. Only, what is 69? Nice plus 69.
138.
Nice. 138 is right. Ralph, in which sport is the ball usually dimpled and normally measures? Yes. Jack, which 1974 Agatha Christie film is set on board a train bound for
Orient
Paris?
Express?
Yes. Clive, which K can mean an instrument for winding a clock or a coastal island
Key.
off... Yes. Steve, what V is another word for cubic
Volume.
capacity? Correct. Oni, which 2004 gangster film starred Michael Gambon and Daniel Craig?
Cake.
Correct. Ralph, Gerald Kaufman was elected MP for Manchester Gorton in 1983.
Labour.
Correct. Jack, in Eastern Mediterranean cuisine, tara salata and hummus
Pita.
are... Correct. Clive, what is the English title for the 1994 film Il Postino? Correct. Steve, the renowned designer born in Spain in 1934... Correct. Only in which world war was the Sopwith camel used as a fighter? Correct. Ralph, in the military, the Fleet Air Arm is the abbreviation branch of which of Britain's armed forces?
The Navy.
Is correct. Jack, thinking back, thinking of you, summertime, think it was June,
pass.
is Dakota. Io is a moon of which planet in our solar system?
Jupiter.
Correct. Clive, what J is the term for a group of people sworn to render a verdict? Correct. Steve, a bushy extended moustache that curls at the end is named after... Correct. Oni, on a weather map, what name is given to a line that shows areas with equal atmospheric pressure? Correct. Ralph, the characters Richie Howard and Joni Cunningham featured happy days. In common speech, someone resentful about something. Correct. Jack, what W is a type of ballroom dance is performed to music in
waltz.
triple time? Correct. Clive, how many members are there in the band Royal Blood? 2. Which Australian-born actor played the Marquis de Sade in the 2000 film Quills?
Pass.
Jeffrey Rush. In which 1959 film did Marilyn Monroe play the singer
Something
Sugar
Like
Cane? Correct. Steve, which US president had a cat called Socks?
Bill Clinton.
Correct. Oni, who wrote the novel Rabbit Redux? John Updike. In 2006, how many days did David Blaine attempt
44.
7. In the 19th century,
yes,
which
yes.
country announced the Monroe
Well,
Doctrine?
we knew this was happening.
Oh, Oni!
I got all the shit ones. I got all of the shit ones.
Some rotten luck there, but... Oh, bro, I need to put my Stream Deck down on its back because It keeps getting pushed back and back. I've got my little mini one, so I can do that, and it'll be much nicer. Oni, you're a good run. I think it was just a tricky showing at the beginning there, and you just never quite caught the time back.
I'm going to be honest.
You felt kind of well, the questions are all random from the database. It's ingested 314 questions into the potentials that it can pull from. So, for what it's worth, you got through 62 in that opening round. So we'll see how we get on moving forward. But Oni, I'm afraid you are our first one out. But we hope to see you again in the future. Hope you've had fun, and we'll see you again soon.
At least I had a chippy tea, so who's the real winner?
Well, quite. Oni leaves us, and we move on to round number 2. Podiums have been reordered according to which player had the most time left. So the player with the most time left goes to the right. The player with the least time goes to the left. Which, Ralph, puts you on the front podium. That was a couple of scary moments. So you took a long time to pass over Libra.
Yeah, I should have been more decisive with my passes. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I should have passed.
Well, it's okay. You are through to the next round with 90 seconds. Let's go to the other end. Steve, I just got into the habit of calling you Steve because I've got to read so quickly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Good round for you, though. You're
Thank you. Only got one film question.
Yes, there was a film question in there,
and the rest fell fine for me.
I did think that one might be a problematic for you. Shapes, welcome to the stream, by the way. We're going to continue. You've each got 90 seconds on your clock, and it's exactly the same rules as before. Wish you all the best of luck. Ralph, you are going to be starting this time. Very best of luck, and Ralph, your time starts now. The Drakensberg is a mountain range predominantly found at... No, South Africa. Which word can be a socket in a computer network and a sweet fortified wine?
Port.
Yes, that's the one. Jack, which actress starred as Nina Sayers in the 2010 film Black Swan?
Knightley?
No, Natalie Portman, the other one. Circus performances usually occur in a large tent known as a big... Yeah, that's the one. Clive, which film does Forward Film Review summarise as Salieri has pianist envy?
Amadeus.
Amadeus. Steve, in children's TV, what kind of animal was the puppet Cuddles?
Duck.
No, he is a monkey.
monkey.
Which star sign comes between Sagittarius and Aquarius?
Libra?
No, it's Capricorn. Who performed on the 2011 hit single Titanium? Sorry, I think you said the right answer, but I just want to check.
David Guetta.
David Guetta is the right answer. I will give you that, and we will move on to the blue podium, which is Ralph, and you will continue in 3, 2, 1. Which musical received 16 nominations and 11 awards at the 2016... No, Hamilton. What B is the American sport that features...
Baseball.
Yes. Jack, what V is a girl's name that also means truth?
Verity.
Yes. Clive, how many foot pedals does a standard manual car usually have? No, it has 3, Emmanuel. Which US basketball player is sometimes known by the nickname Air Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Yes, Michael Jordan. Steve, which country's flag is nicknamed
USA.
All Glory? Yes. Ralph, what W is an informal or cheeky gesture in which... Yes. Jack, in cricket, which Australian batsman finished his career with a test
pass.
batter? Donald Bradman. Which 5-letter word can mean around, concerning, or approximately?
Pass.
It's about. Wakanda Forever is a famous quote from which 2018 film?
Black Panther.
Yes, Black Panther. Clive, which 2-word term refers to a sandwich made with 3 pieces of... Yes. Steve, in 1938, Neville Chamberlain claimed peace in our time and returning... No, Munich. Which domestic appliance might feature a wool or worn once cycle?
Washing machine.
Yes. Ralph, in TV's The Simpsons, which character owns the Springfield nuclear power station? Mr. Burns. Jack, Win the Ads is a regular segment at the end of which...
Dex, Saturday Night Takeaway.
Correct. Clive, which US comedy actor played filmmaker Carl Denham in the... No, Jack Black. Which actress starred as Mary Brown in the 2014 Paddington film?
Pass.
Sally Hawkins. In the UK, how many copies must a single sell to earn it? No, 200,000. In rugby, what is the name for the forward whose job it is to hit... Yes. Steve, in Cockney rhyming slang, what is a tea leaf?
Thief.
Yes. Ralph, in 1953, Winston Churchill was awarded... No, literature. In which modern country is the site of the Bronze Age city of Mycenae?
Libya.
No, it's Greece. What is the common 3-letter name for the chemical compound...
TNT.
Correct. Jack, what is the nationality of the chess player and model Magnus? Yes, he is. Clive, if it is your turn to act and you must take the initiative, it is said that the ball is in your what? Yes. Steve, which 3-letter O word is the name for a poem? Yes. Ralph, what A is a word that can mean to kidnap or take away illegally? Abduct. What R is the name given to a civil disturbance made by an unruly mob?
Riot.
Yes. Jack, until 1991, Slovenia and Croatia were parts
Yugoslavia.
of... Correct. Clive, a famous line by Oscar Wilde runs, "The truth is rarely pure and never what?"
Corrupt.
Simple. In April 2000, what numbers changed for Cardiff, Coventry, London, Portsmouth, South... No, dialing codes. What time is 1 hour, 8 minutes after 10:56 a.m.?
12:04.
I need to pause to work out the time because the answer here is 0.502777777 recurring 8. You said 12:04.
That's not a time, Ben.
I don't think that's a time, and that is a bug in the software trying to do clever things. What did you say? 12:04.
Yeah.
I will take that. I don't necessarily need the PM, so I will take that as a right answer. I stopped the clock when the answer came in, which means we count that as a correct answer, and we move on to Steve, whose time will continue in 3, 2, 1. In George Orwell's novel Animal Farm, what is the name of the farmer?
Smith.
No, it's Jones. The Japan current flows in which ocean?
Indian.
Pacific. The 4 Gospels were written by John, Matthew, Luke... No, Mark.
Oh, no.
What is 1/2 of 230?
115.
Yes, it is. Ralph, Parallel Lines featuring the hit single Heart of... Yes. Jack, on what date in February is St. Valentine's
the
Day?
14th.
Yes, it is. Clive, in which Scottish city are Queen Street Station and Central
Edinburgh?
Station? Glasgow. The pod of which tropical orchid produces the flowering for... Correct. Steve, which Norwegian playwright wrote the play A Doll's House? Ibsen is correct. Ralph, the African port of Walvis Bay is in Namibia, stands on the shore of which ocean? Atlantic. In a standard UK game of Monopoly, how much does it cost to get out of jail?
£50.
£50 is right. Jack, the Balkan Mountains is a mountain range found in which continent?
Europe.
Yes. Clive, who has been the MP for Hackney North and Stoke Newington since 1987?
Diane Abbott?
Yes. Steve, which British comedian starred in his TV Madhouse with Les Dennis, Dustin Gee and Bella Emberg? Russ Abbott. Carolyn Quentin and Amanda Holden starred in which 90s sitcom that shares its name with a musical?
Pass.
Kiss Me Kate. Who wrote the novel The Scarlet Letter?
Pass.
Nathaniel Hawthorne. By which process are the rights and duties of the natural parents of a child
Adoption.
Correct. Ralph, the hyoid bone is in which part of the body?
Arm.
No, it's the throat or the neck. A kanga is a cloth garment with a Swahili name, usually
male.
worn by which sex? No, it's women. A heliport is a landing place for
Helicopter.
Correct. Jack, what tier is a musical term used to describe the quality of tone?
Tenor.
No, it's timbre. The 2001 David Lynch film named after an LA... Correct. Clive, what P is an Australian slang term for an English person? No, Pom. The characters B. Smith and Frankie Doyle were prison inmates in which Australian soap opera? No, Prisoner. No. The Tropic of Cancer passes through which island nation off the coast of China?
Pass.
Taiwan or Chinese Taipei. The ice cream sundae originated in which country?
America?
Yes, United States. Steve, who played Colin in the sitcom Colin's Sandwich? Mel Smith. Which town is the setting for 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps?
Pass.
Runcorn, featuring Bye Bye Baby, who released the 1975 Bay City Rollers. Which country is located immediately
Canada.
north? Correct. Ralph, in which country was the artist, singer, and peace activist? Correct. Jack, what is the chemical symbol for cesium?
CS.
Correct. Clive, which 1980s comedy drama starring Jimmy Nail and Kevin Whately? Auf Wiedersehen Pet was the answer to that one. And unfortunately, Clive, you are out of time. You leave us Steve coming down to his last 8 seconds or so. But yes, Jack, you are in the lead. I'm not going to crash the game. No, that's not going to be a thing that's going to happen. Clive, our American contingent has to leave us. It's Otley, welcome to the stream. Clive, have you had a good time, though?
That was brilliant fun as always, Ben. Cheers.
It's been a pleasure. Clive, we have to lose you, but we hope to see you again. And we move on to round number 3. Jack, you are indeed in the lead, but apparently... no, that's right, you're over on the right-hand side. That's where you belong. Happy round for you.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty unlucky at the start, but I picked up.
You did indeed, and you are in pole position, and let's see if you can hang on to it. Ralph, a bit more middling that time, very much ending up in the middle. How do you feel that went?
A few nervy moments. Worried I was going to get out eliminated, but here I stand in the middle.
Indeed so. You're learning to pass a bit quicker than that first round, which is good. Steve, that's your new name. I hope you enjoy it.
Yep.
Bit of a reversal of fortune, a little bit of a spiral.
Yep, some stuff I should have got in the... I mean, nothing in the spiral I was going to get anyway, I don't think, other than maybe Runcorn and probably Hawthorne, but all the other ones I wouldn't have got. so I feel less bad about it in a way.
No, I think that's good. It's a good attitude to have. Well, the game continues. Fresh clocks 120 seconds. That's up to 2 minutes each, which means we could be here for 6 minutes. So grab yourselves a drink in the next 10 seconds before I press the button. That goes for the audience as well. Very best of luck to all three of you at the end of this round. We will lose one more. Arun, you're going to be starting us off. Sorry, Steve, you're going to be starting us off. The very best of luck to you all. And Steve, your time starts. Now, Steve, in musical notation, if a dot is written after a note...
half.
No, it's multiply... Did you say it adds...
a half to it, yeah. Adds a half.
Okay, multiplied by 1.5, it is made longer. Yes, it adds half the value of the note, which isn't on my notes, but is a correct answer. No, don't click the stream. That's okay. We're going to give it over to Ralph. Your clock will start in 3, 2, 1. What does the A stand for in the scientific abbreviation DNA? Yes, it does. Jack, in feet, how long is a full-size snooker table?
8.
No, it's 12. What is Duke Nukem 3D an example of? A computer game or board game?
A computer game.
Yes, it is. Steve, what is the only even prime number? Yes, it is. Ralph, which British Prime Minister resigned in 1957 following the Suez Crisis? Anthony Eden. A screaming comes across the sky is the opening line of which Thomas Gravity's Rainbow. 92 is the atomic number for which radioactive element? Correct. Jack, in the 2001 film The Score, which actor stars alongside Marlon? Correct. Steve, in which major religion is Allah the name for God? Correct. Ralph, what M is the name given to the structure? Mantelpiece is right. Jack, the ancient language Aramaic is mainly spoken in which part of the world? No, I think I didn't realise that was multiple choice, which is why I delayed on there. I had enough of central from you to say.
I just said cent. I then corrected myself.
I'm gonna rule against on that one. I'm gonna be more strict because it's a multiple choice question, which is the reason I delayed on the pause. I will give you 1 second back for my delay, which was
formally registering my protest. But
you are very welcome to do that. Please put it in writing. Jack, the clock is still with you. You have 102.37 seconds left, and that clock will continue in 3, 2, 1. Which British city is further east, Bristol or Cardiff?
Bristol.
Yes. Steve, what P is the name given to one side of... Correct. Ralph, which US state is the opening setting for the Grapes of Wrath? No, Oklahoma. In the 1920s, which Britain wrote the plays The Vortex and Fallen Angel?
Mel Coward.
Correct. Jack, what word meaning relating to the hands?
Manual.
Correct. Steve, what type of animal is a pitter, bird or fish?
Fish.
No, it's a bird. What is the capital of Poland?
Warsaw.
Yes, it is. Ralph, in 1950, Conrad Hilton Jr. became the first husband of which Hollywood star?
Paris Hilton.
No, Elizabeth Taylor. What C is the 5-letter term for a visible mass of condensed... Correct. Jack, which American author wrote the novel The Prince and the Pauper? Mark Twain. What shape is a set square?
Triangle.
Yes, it is. Steve, in the UK, a sign for a one-way street comprises...
Blue.
Yes. Ralph, the name of which human organ is also a word for a head of corn? Correct. Jack, traditionally, you've had too much to drink when you've had 1 over the what?
Pass.
8. Which monarch was Henry VIII's father?
Henry VII.
Yes. Steve, what L is the name of a pulse that usually forms the main ingredient in Correct. Ralph, which auto manufacturer makes models of cars? Correct. Jack, which female modern artist is well known for the work In My Bed?
Oh god, what's her name? Emin.
Tracy Emin is right. Steve, the Battle of Ia Valley in 1965 was
Vietnam War?
Vietnam War is correct. Ralph, in 1997, which US pop star had a UK #1 hit with the single Michael Jackson? The phrase that means completely or entirely is correct. Jack, how many players are there on an Olympic handball team?
6.
7. What is the usual English name for the aquarium fish known in French as poisson rouge?
Goldfish?
Goldfish is right. Steve, in which century did the Wars of the Roses end?
The 15th.
Is the right answer. Ralph, what S is a name given to a person who takes an author? Correct. Jack, which British author wrote the steamy novels Rivals as Jilly Cooper? The symbol for which chemical element comes from its former name, hydrargyrum?
Pass.
Mercury. The novels featuring Horatio Hornblower, written by C.S. Forrester, are set during which
Wars
series
of
of
the
wars? Napoleonic Wars. Who painted the 1930 painting American Gothic?
Wood.
Grant Wood is right. Steve, the Battle of Bunker Hill was a major battle in which war? American Revolutionary War. The Dutch seafarer Abel Tasman is associated with the exploration of which continent?
Antarctica.
No, Australia. Which dialect of the Chinese language is most correct? Ralph, which word can be a blow landed with the fist in a party drink? Correct. Jack, who was the first female presenter of TV's Spring Watch?
Rippin.
Kate Humble. What type of venomous creatures are the brown recluse and the redback?
Snakes.
No, they're spiders. In the Old Grey Whistle test, what was the nickname of host Whispering Bob Harris? In which traditional sport might a competitor use an anchorman's grip?
Pass.
Tug of war. South Bank University is in which English city?
London?
Yes. Steve, something done very quickly is said to be done before you can say... No, Jack Robinson. What type of domestic pet is a miniature pinscher?
Dog.
Yes, it is. Ralph, which 2001 film co-stars Robert Redford and Brad Pitt? No, Spy Game. What device indicates the time of day by means of gnomon that cuts... Yes. Jack, how many inches are there in 100 feet?
1,200.
Correct. Steve, which two-word rhyming phrase refers to a young man in a relationship with an older woman?
Pass.
Toy boy. In Anglo-Saxon legend, who was the brother of Hengist?
Pass.
Horsa. Which 1998 film is about two teenagers who become Pleasantville? In photography, which word precedes gun, bulb, and cube?
Light.
No, flash. What is the largest island in the Caribbean Sea?
Cuba.
Yes. Ralph, what W is the name for an arrangement of artificial or human... Yes. Jack, which novel by Harriet Beecher Stowe features a brutal Uncle Tom's Cabin? What S is a 7-letter slang word of American origin for an unscrupulous and unprofessional... Shyster. In 2001, which wife of a prime minister became president of the children's charity Bernardo's?
Cherie Blair.
I've got Cherie Booth written down here, but I believe that is the correct answer, so I will condone that. Cherie Booth, Cherie Blair is the correct answer. Steve, the clock is going to continue with you in 3, 2, 1. The Boston Tea Party took place during the reign of which... Correct. Ralph, in which English county are the towns of Kendall and Workington?
Cumbria.
Correct. Jack, how many children were in the title of the 1990s sitcom starring Belinda Lang? No, it's 2.4. 2.4 children. And Jack, you are out of time. And I know you're
rounding up.
Well, that would be wrong because 2.4 would be rounded down to 2. Just for saying, I know you're going to file. I know you're going to file a grievance over that question on the thing. I made a decision because it was a multiple choice question. I had enough out of you that it was. I felt it was acceptable. So I can only apologise. But it
was the intense psychological damage that threw me. That'll be my excuse.
It's a certainly valid excuse, but third place is nothing to sneeze at. You've done jolly well. Have you had a good time?
A really good time. Really good time. Really loved it.
Very glad to hear. We hope to see you again in the future. And bronze medal is all yours. Thank you for playing, Jack. And we are going to move on to the final.
Thank you.
So, Steve and Ralph, not a lot between you. Coming into that last round, 150 seconds on the clock each. G. Eisens, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. And Steve, you are going to be answering first. Slightly less time. How are you feeling coming up against Ralph?
I'm feeling okay.
Yeah?
This will be a tricky one. I think this could go either way.
Depends how the questions fall, I suppose. Ralph, how are you feeling about this one, Ralph?
Pretty nervous facing Steve, but at least I have the right podium.
Well,
I heard that, Steve.
It's a hell of a debut for this Steve Frost character. He's done jolly well. Get to the final of Face Off. I, of course, wish you both the best of luck. 2.5 minutes, which is going to be longer than either of you have had on your clocks before. So even if you get into a spiral, there's time to come back. I wish you both enormous amounts of luck. Steve, good luck. The quiz is going to be starting with you, Steve, and that time starts now. In the UK, for what did the government employment programme YTS stand? Youth Training Scheme. In the Southern Hemisphere, the longest day of the year falls in which month?
December.
Yes. Ralph, steamed or boiled suet pudding containing sultanas and currants? Yes, it is. Steve, on either side the river Lie is the opening line of which poem? The Lady of Shalott. Used in World War II, what L is the common German term? Luftwaffe is correct. Ralph, the confection made from lemons, butter, eggs and sugar is correct. Steve, sharing the cost of a restaurant meal evenly can be correct. Ralph, which part of its body can most lizards shed to foil a... Correct. Steve, which credit card company is the long-time sponsor of the Brit Awards?
MasterCard.
Correct. Ralph, the UK newspaper The Independent was founded in which decade?
1980s.
Correct. Steve, what are the offspring of a goat called?
Billies.
No, kids. What is 425 divided by 25?
17.
Correct. Ralph, 2.47 acres is the imperial equivalent of how many hectares?
100.
No, just the one. Which 1997 Quentin Tarantino film stars Samuel L. Jackson as Ordell Robbie?
Pulp Fiction.
Jackie Brown. In 1922, which war leader became the youngest prime minister in
Mussolini.
Italian? Correct. Steve, how many vowels are there in the name of the capital of England?
2.
Correct. Ralph, in an SATB choir, what singing voice is donated by the...
African.
No, alto. Which dairy product, sometimes flavoured with pineapple, is the drained curds of slightly sour pasteurised milk?
Cottage cheese.
Correct. Steve, in the TV sitcom Dad's Army, which character was played by John Laurie?
Pass.
Private Fraser. How many lungs are normally present in the human body? Yes. Ralph, in which event did Shelley Rudman win a silver medal for Britain in the 2006
curling.
win? No, skeleton. In which 2001 film based on a novel did Nicolas Cage?
Martin Corelli's Mandolin.
Correct. Steve, who wrote the novel The Lord of the Rings?
Tolkien.
Yes, he did. Ralph, who painted the 1801 painting Napoleon Crossing the Alps? Jacques-Louis David. Which American World War II commander later became the
Woodrow
34th...
Wilson.
No, Eisenhower. In which 2004 film does the Forward Film Review summarise as Life is a Cabernet?
Pass.
Sideways. What does the first letter in the initialism Qantas stand for?
Queensland.
Correct. In Christianity, Steve, All Saints Day is celebrated on what? Yes. Ralph, which planet in our solar system has an orbit between Venus and Mars?
The Earth.
Yes, it is the Earth. Steve, the cheese named after the East Midlands county where it was originally made is called Red what?
Leicester.
Yes. Ralph, in World War II, what was the usual English name for a German submarine?
Doodlebug.
U-boat, freestyle, Nordic, and Alpine are styles. Correct. Steve, in children's cars, Ken is the boyfriend. Correct. Ralph, is a pipit a bird or a fish?
Bird.
Yes, it is. Steve, what E is a name for the female reproductive cell?
Egg.
Yes. Ralph, which US girl group had a UK #1 hit in 1985?
Pointer Sisters.
No, Sister Sledge. A piece of music marked Rallentando should have what happened to the
Play
music?
fast.
No, slows down. The 1993 film starring Uma Thurman and
Pass.
Keanu Reeves, Blues. What country is the singer Rihanna from?
Jamaica.
Barbados. Which Scottish city does the Caledonian Canal meet the Moray
Edinburgh.
Firth? Inverness. The Time Machine and The War of the Worlds were novels by which
H.G.
English author?
Wells.
Correct. Steve, the flag of the United Kingdom combines the crosses of St Andrew, St Patrick, and which other saint?
St George.
Correct. Ralph, which famous Italian artist was born in 1452 near
Leonardo
Florence?
da Vinci.
Correct. Steve, known as a tricolor, the flag of which country has vertical bands
France.
of... Correct. Ralph, what is 11 times 14?
154.
Correct. Steve, what nationality was the psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud?
Austrian.
He was. Ralph, Bud Flanagan and Chesney Allen were members of which comedy gang?
Pass.
The Crazy Gang. What B is the name of French origin given to a built-in wall sofa?
Pass.
It's a banquette. In the TV series Thunderbirds, which character shares his name with an
Virgil.
ancient... Correct. Steve, in the art world, one of the founders of the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. Correct. Ralph, in 2006, which former First Lady of the Philippines, Marcos. Derby lies roughly in which compass direction from Sheffield?
South.
North. Correct. Steve, in Jewish myth, Lilith was whose
Adam.
first wife? Correct. Ralph, what is the name given to the dot over the letters? Correct. Steve, which word for the woolen coat of a sheep can also mean to charge...
Ethnics.
Correct. Ralph, in which Shakespearean tragedy does the title character disinherit his favourite daughter because
Hamlet.
No, King Lear. What is 1/4 of 12?
3.
Correct. Steve, in the game of Auction Bridge, what is the highest ranking of the four
Eight.
suits? Yes. Ralph, what T is the name for an armoured fighting vehicle that
tank.
travels... Correct. Steve, Cecilia, the boxer and baby driver, are tracks on which 1970 Simon and Garfunkel album?
Bookends.
No, Bridge Over Troubled Water. On American TV, Pat Sajak and Vanna
Bullet
White.
Point.
Correct. Ralph, what T is the name of the short staff?
Hudson.
Correct. Steve, which UK city has the dialing code 0161?
Birmingham.
Manchester. What is an adage, an old saying or an old vegetable?
saying.
Yes, it is. Ralph, the Alpine resorts of
France.
France is the right answer, but just out of time. And
Well
we
played.
have reached the end
Well
of our face-off. Kurtzov, welcome to the stream. Ralph, a bit of a spiral there, and you put up a good fight towards the end, but not enough to get out of that situation. But lovely to have you here, Ralph. Have you had a good time?
Oh yeah, great time. GG, Steve.
GG.
Well
Who
played.
is this
Well
Steve guy? Before you go, Ralph, you'll be interested to hear that the algorithm calculated we would need a maximum of 314 questions. That's how many it ingested, and of those 314, we got through 267. So that's nice, isn't it?
you're going to need a heck of a lot more questions if you're going to playing at least.
Oh, don't worry, we've got a database of 4,000, so we've got at least 10 games.
4,000 as well.
Yeah, well, three and a half, I think now. But yeah, Ralph, it's been great having you here. Thank you very much for playing. You are our runner-up. No, it was not the speed I read the OQL questions yesterday, but that's a different style of quiz. It's a more relaxing and chilled out style. This is very much frenetic. Steve, well done.
Thank you.
Is that your first face-off victory? I feel it can't be.
I don't think it is, though. No. I think you got to the semis the last tournament you did, but it's been a long time since that.
It's been at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you'd like to shout out? Because I know you've got some friends with you tonight up in Blackpool.
All right. About 10 yards from me are Samster, We Like Shapes, and Quizzle.
Aha. Well, do say... Well, there are at least two of them are in the chat as well. So say hello, gang. Nice to see you.
And I know there's going to be quite a few others joining us tomorrow.
Yes, that OQL weekend. Maybe I'll have to look into coming up next time.
Definitely, yeah, we can see you.
Arun, you are our first champion. It's been great having you here. Have you had a good time?
I have. It's always great fun to do Face Off. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much, mate. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you another time. Just going to mute everyone else in the chat if they're still in the call. In fact, if I just disconnect from the call, that'll probably be the easiest way of doing it. So, Arun, our first champion, if you would like to take part in a face-off after the break, just hang around and let me know. I will show you the behind the scenes of how it all works shortly, and all will be well. I'm going to roll the credits. I'm going to get another drink. I encourage you to do the same. I'll play some adverts at this point, and then we'll come back for even more face-off in just a few minutes. But congratulations to Steve Frost, brand new member of the community, and tonight's first face-off champion. I'll see you shortly. I'm going to take this opportunity to unmute, play some adverts, and catch up on the alert. Go grab yourselves a drink, stretch your legs, and we'll be back with even more face-off very soon. Don't touch that dial, we'll be right back.
Hello from sunny Blackpool, where there is both karaoke and England cultaholic Scylla.
Hello. How's everyone doing? Congratulations to a run on a fantastic face-off there. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. Just picking up on a couple of messages that have come in from the discussion in Discord. Principally David's comment. Just to address that, for those of you not in the Discord, first of all, come and join the Discord, because we have cake. Hashtag we may not have cake. Not wishing to diminish the contestants' immense quizzing reflexes, but something it feels like the contestants are able to give the correct answer before we've even seen the few words of the question. Very valid concern. And there is a setting that allows me to not show. What's happening is that they're getting the question on their Hackbox device. As Shapes has commented similarly to the pod. I have got a single button toggle that will allow me to turn that off. But then players are completely reliant on either my voice or the stream broadcast. Maybe for the next game, we might actually try that out. Switching off the question on the contestant device. It might make it a little bit fairer. But without any further ado, let me show you behind the scenes of New Face Off. Here we go. So I've got a settings thing. It's left, right, and space, but it's mapped to a Stream Deck. Collect player details. So this setting will let people sort of type the details. I'm probably going to switch that off, actually, and we'll just, because we're going to do the setup live. Non-imported question database. This was a setting so that you could literally just read from a book and it won't show anything on the broadcast. Maintain player order is a funky setting that doesn't change the order, so the order is fixed from start. And final mode, as we saw, is what Mark did in the 400th episode. As a challenger, you have an extra round at the end. So that's the simple bit. And a message from our sponsor, Jack Wilfred, while I go to the import.
Central America. Sorry, 22 months. Thank you for the quizzing and the community you built, Ben. Hope to be here for another 4 years.
Thank you for the
Royal
kind words.
F10 washing machine, Royal F10 washing machine, Royal F10 washing machine.
Thank you for the kind words, Jack, and the 22-month subscription. Most grateful to you. And yes, I hope you're here for another 4 years as well. So this is my my database import. There's a stock database, which is the questions from the previous tournament. An option to flag them after use so that they won't come up again. You can then import a custom trivia, which at the moment is just test questions, and those are ones that you can then edit. You can then have bespoke databases, which is what we use for the charity special over here. So there was a play-in database and a charity one, and you can see that we used 230 in that charity special. So we're just sticking with the stock database for now, of which we have got 3,254 questions left. Given we got through nearly 300 questions in that last one, that's enough for 10 face-offs of that length, though I will also add that was a particularly long face-off. They're not ordinarily that long. So when I go to new game, there'll be a Hackbox room code appearing on the screen. It doesn't automatically get you into the game, but if you would like to register it's probably the easiest way than any to register interest. So let's go there now. DFLZ, and remember this is Hackbox, and a message from our sponsor, We Like Shapes.
Sam and Arun have gone off down the co-op. Any requests?
Cornetto Shapes. Thank you for the 43-month subscription right there. Most grateful to you. Yeah, Hackbox. And actually, I'm just going to force this to regenerate a minute. Please join with a name that you want to be addressed by in the game. So if you join, for example, with Bambi Nat or Itzotli, for example, that's what I'm going to refer to you as. So I'm going to regenerate the room because I didn't say that in advance. So please just join with the name you want to be addressed at. If it's a really long or a silly name, which is normally fine, here it's not because it's an invoice game. So I'm just going to regenerate that room. So you'll have to refresh or retype hackbox.ca. Join with the name you want to be addressed by. It's now ZVFK. No, it's not. It's ZVKF. Come on. When I join... Okay, well, Natty, you're not going to get picked for this game because I'm not saying Bambi Nat. But just remember that for next time. Join with the name you want to be addressed by, as we discovered with Steve Frost last time. So, just to go through what's going on here, this is where I set the timings for the match. So that one was this classic sort of 4-person face-off where you increase by 30 seconds each round. I think we're going to go and try... Oh, what do we want to try? You can't change it in Hackbox now. The only way to do that would be to join on a different device. So we'll just do that. Well, we've got 4. Nando, Liam, Mark and Ben. So why don't we go with those 4 and we'll have another classic one with 1 minute and 30-second changes. I have got director mode, which I can give to Natter possibly. Let me give you that, Natter. I'll give you director mode, and then you can press some buttons and you can change the camera angle. It's not a limited option. It's either zoom in or wide shot. But I'm going to go with the 4 for now. Nando, Liam, Mark, and Ben. We'll have that classic. So if you guys can come down to the green room, Nando, Liam, Mark, Ben, head down to the green room. We'll get you sound tested and then into the game. And I'm going to seat you, and I'm going to do it in alphabetical order because why not? So that is BC. So he's on green. Liam would be next, so he's probably blue. Mark would be next, he's going to be yellow. And Nando, orange, probably. That looks like it works. And Natty, you've got director mode on this one. Steve Frost is fine. There's BC, there's Nando, and there is Mark. There's no mod in there, so I'll just drag you in here, and I'm sure everything will be okay. Welcome, gang. How y'all doing?
Fine.
Hello.
Good stuff. I was going to try that thing that Bodycon suggested, which is to switch off display questions on devices, which I now cannot remember where the set. Oh, there it is. Display questions on user device. So you won't get anything on your Hackbox devices. Natty, you will. You'll have director mode, so you can press some buttons. But everyone else, you won't get questions. You'll have to listen to me. This is going to be a classic face-off with 1 minute as your start time, and then adding 30 seconds per round. You didn't have to enter details, so we won't have time to do the introductions. Does anyone want to watch the titles again? Yeah, I want to watch the titles again. Let's do that. Mark, I'm getting a bit of background noise on you.
Oh, that's my fan.
Oh, it's the fan. Very good. Yes, it is warm. More eels.
Better?
Much better. Thank you, Mark. I remember the time when the bottom left and right eels were only for special occasions like the final. Now that they're all the time, I spoil you with my eels. Okie dokie, let's get into this second face-off. And we have got no introductions here, so as soon as I press the button, it'll start. Ben, hello. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well. Lovely to have you here. You played in the last tournament, didn't you?
Did I?
I'm fairly sure you did.
I maybe did a qualifier, and I think I went out at the qualifying stage.
Oh, possibly. Well, I certainly remember. I watched back one of the VODs the other day for a point of reference on something, and
maybe it was a test game. Maybe it was a test game you did after sort of the new build, and I think like me and Clive were.
Oh,
for a while.
maybe. Well, you get a proper full game for yourself just now. Best of luck to you. Otley, how you doing, Liam?
Not bad, yourself?
Yeah, getting there. Still a bit warm. I'm modelling the HUD 601 new T-shirt that he got me for doing his thing. But yeah, it's dark, so it's hot. Face off. What's your history like?
I'm pretty sure I came bottom in the last tournament. I was in the very first episode.
You were with Panda, Bod, and Ape. I want to say
Ape. Yeah.
Oh, that was way back when. 2021. January, probably 2021. But it's great to have you back, and best of luck here. Mark, the champion of champions, is amongst us. How are you keeping?
Pretty good.
Good. Lovely to have you here. I remember when last time you played this, you got, was it 16 in the final mode?
Yeah, or something like that.
16, something in that ballpark. It was pretty good. We haven't got final mode tonight, but let's see if you can make it 2 undefeated appearances in the face-off arena. Great to have you here. And Nando, my other OQL buddy. How you doing, bro?
Hello, I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, get in there gradually. Have you played face-off before? I feel like you must have done.
I have never played face-off before.
So baptism of fire.
I joined the community, I think, as you were doing the tournament throughout the season.
Okay.
Would have been too nervous to have taken part in season 1 for me. So
well, it's a nice, friendly, casual sort of exhibition match, and of course you played the pod now as well. So
I have, yeah. I've already learned that quick fire trivia is not necessarily my forte. I like to take my time, which I don't have on this. So,
certainly do not, but we'll see how you get on. Just to remind you, I must accept your first answer. If it's a multiple choice question, I may be more brutal about you half starting an answer than I would otherwise. 60 seconds each on your clock. We'll add 30 seconds for each player who survives the round. And you won't get anything, if I've done this correctly, you won't get anything on your Hackbox devices, so you will have to listen carefully to me for the question. I cannot stop the game for technical reasons, though. I probably might do if it looks like it's an ongoing issue that we could try and resolve. Natter has got control of the director's button, which means Natter, at various points, you will be able to press a button. You don't have to press it every time it appears, but it will change the camera angle between either a wide shot or a close-up, and can make things a little bit more interesting. So, testing out director mode. Let's see what happens. Best luck to you all. Ben, you are going to be answering first. And Ben, your time starts now. Which British actor received Oscar nominations for A Star Is Born and Georgie Girl?
Pass.
James Mason. The TV sitcoms Scrubs and Green Wing are mostly set in... Yes. Liam, what P is the large frame at the base of the spine which connects the lower limbs to it?
Pass.
It's the pelvis. Of which sweet and sticky fruit is medjool a variety?
A date.
Yes, it is. Mark, Sophia of Spain, wife to Juan Carlos I, was born in what country?
Italy.
No, Greece. In the children's books Meg and Mog, what type of animal is Mog? Yes. Nando, in time, a quindencennial event. No, 15. In foreign language films, what S is the name for the on-screen text that appears in the lower half of the screen?
Pass.
Subtitles. 10 hectograms is equal to how many kilograms? 1 or 100?
1.
Yes. Ben, which well-known charity launched an email contact service in the UK in 1994?
Samaritans.
Correct. Liam, dwelling on yourself can be said to be contemplating which part of your anatomy?
Your stomach.
I need to check that. I don't think it's right, but... we're going to have a zoom out. No, it's contemplating one's navel is the answer. It's in the same general area, but I don't think... Same area, but I don't think I can accept it. Liam, clock is still going to be with you, and we'll continue in 3, 2, 1. Tierra del Fuego is at the southern end of which continent?
South America.
Correct. Mark, a very long rambling story or joke which is often pointless.
Shaggy Dog.
Shaggy Dog story, yes. Nando, which Manchester factory owner completed and edited Das Kapital? Correct. Ben, which southern city in the US is known as the Big Easy?
LA.
No, New Orleans. In which US state would you find the town of Plymouth, where Pilgrim Fathers founded their first permanent colony? Correct. Liam, as of 2021, what is the world's hottest chili pepper according to Guinness?
Ghost.
No, the Carolina Reaper. The St. Ledger, the Oaks, and the 1,000 Guineas are annual events in which... Correct. Mark, what P is a relative of the weasel known for its unpleasant smell?
Polecat.
Correct. Nando, who performed the theme song to the James Bond film No Time to Die?
Pass.
Billie Eilish. What does the letter V stand for in the abbreviation RNVR?
Pass.
Volunteer. Which common playground apparatus consists of a seat hung from chains?
Swing.
Correct. Ben, in monetary terms, how many pounds is a pony worth?
25.
Yes, it is. Liam, in home entertainment, what do the letters VCR stand for?
Video cassette recorder.
Oh, you're old enough to remember that. Mark, who hosted the BBC Two afternoon chat show
Esther Anson.
Correct. Nando, which auto manufacturer has made models of car including the Accord Civic? Correct. Ben, which score known as a Nelson do English cricketers regard as unlucky?
111.
Correct. Liam, who was the Mongol leader served by the Venetian traveller Mark? No, it's Kubla Khan. And what part of the body would a bishop wear a mitre?
Head.
He would wear it on he head. Mark, which actor starred as Travis Bickle in the 1976
De Niro.
Correct. Nando, in 2002, which legendary British singer had a hit single with This Train Don't Stop There Anymore?
Do it.
No, Elton John. What is the officially the maximum number of competitors in a game of squash? No, it's 4. How many players are there on a polo team?
11.
No, that one's 4. The SI unit frequency is named after which German... It is Heinrich Hertz, but just out of time there. Oh, Nando. As AB me saying, nice, friendly, casual baptism of fire there for you. Not to be on this occasion, Nando, but hope you enjoyed the experience all the same.
No, thank you. Yeah, I just need to work on quick fire rapid quizzing. It's not easy.
It's not. We'll have to do more of these exhibition face-offs to practice it. But Nando, thanks for playing, and we'll see you again.
Cheers.
Let's play on. Round 2. Liam, you're coming to the front of the run. Getting a little bit scary there at a couple of points.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, the Genghis Khan question, particularly when it's like a multiple choice, obviously with the delayed display, that really throws you off.
It does indeed, and as I say, that's possibly another reason to have it on the contestant devices. So, David, if you're still here, that's an argument against not having it on the contestant devices. But I do appreciate the argument of actually being able to hear the question being read for more than 50% of the game. Liam, you're still in. 90 seconds on your clock. Ben, you're into the middle. How was that for you?
Felt more relaxed during that than I thought I would be once I got into the swing of it.
Well, it's good. You're doing awfully well in the middle, and Mark is on the far end. Mark, living up to your reputation here. Nice, a couple of trickier ones in there, but generally no drama. How was it?
Yeah, I got lucky with some of the questions falling my way. They didn't get very many British ones.
No, there was a lot of American in that, actually, it has to be said. So, seems to have worked out for you. Let's see if you can keep it up as we move on to round number 2. 90 seconds each on your clock. The rules are the same as before. Very best of luck to you all. Liam, you're going to be answering first, and your time starts. Now, indicating it should be played loudly, what word is denoted by the letter F? Oh, do I accept that? I suppose it's what I'd call phonetically plausible. It's pronounced forte because it's Italian.
It's Forte.
Forte is the I think that's a valid. I'll let you have that if you've not actually ever said it out loud, but maybe seen it written down. I'll allow you that one. Forte is the correct answer. Nata, if you could go to the wide angle for me, because we'll need that at the end of the emergency stop, I think. Thank you very much. Ben, the clock is with you, and it will continue in 3, 2, 1. Who had a hit single in 2018 with Shotgun?
Ezra?
Correct. Mark, in horse racing slang, which animal is betting parlance for £25? Once again. Liam, the traditional board game of counters on a grid of 3 linked squares is Nine Men's what?
Yes.
No, Nine Men's Morris. The island of Spitsbergen belongs to which Scandinavian country?
Norway.
Yes. Ben, as British Prime Minister, William Ewart Gladstone represented which political party?
Conservative.
No, Liberal. In South America, the River Plate lies between Argentina and which other country? Uruguay. What name is given to the long, stiff, touch-sensitive hairs that grow around the mouths of cats?
Whiskers.
Yes. Mark, brogues are predominantly made from which material, leather or wool?
Wool.
No, they're leather. In Australian rhyming slang, someone referred to as a septic tank comes from
USA.
which country? Yes, they do. Liam, what C is the name for a small case containing a mirror in which face powder is kept?
Pass.
It's a compact. In the 1994 film Legends of the Fall, which Welsh-born actor starred as Colonel William Ludlow? No, Anthony Hopkins. What name is given to the scientific study of weather?
Meteorology.
Is the right answer. Ben, according to the common expression, to remain inconspicuous is to keep a low... Yes. Mark, on the east coast of England, which port is thought to be named after St. Felix?
Felixstowe.
Is the right answer. Liam, on which part of the body would a chef normally wear the distinctive item of clothing? Technically... Say again?
Head.
Yes, head is right. Ben, what name is given to a 12-sided, two-dimensional shape?
Dodecahedron?
No, it's dodecagon. What is 2 times 7.5?
15.
Yes. Mark, which city will host the 2024 Summer Olympics?
Paris.
Yes, they're hosting them at the moment. Liam, a compartment in a desk known for organising papers is the name of which bird? Yes. Ben, Belgrade's International Airport is named after which engineer?
Pass.
Nikola Tesla. According to the proverb, a bird in the hand is worth how many in the bush?
2.
Yes. Mark, in which European country is the police force called the Garda?
Italy.
No, it's the Republic of Ireland. What type of dish can be bird's nest, mock turtle, and... Yes, soup. Liam, who wrote the novel North and South?
Pass.
Elizabeth Gaskell. The cathedral in Cordoba in southern Spain is situated inside which other type of religious building?
Monastery.
No, it's a mosque. What is 28 plus 9?
37.
Math teacher OP. Ben, the slogan melts in your mouth, not in your hands has been used to advertise which brand? No, M&M's. Which Welsh football club plays its home matches at Ninian Park?
Pass.
Cardiff City. In 2002, Halle Berry won the Best Actress Oscar for her role in which challenging film?
Pass.
Monsters Ball. What is the capital of the US state of Texas?
Austin.
Yes. Mark, the sale of a drawing in 2001 for over £8 million set a new record price for a work by
Da
which...
Vinci.
Correct. Liam, installers of gas appliances are registered with which body sharing its name with a breed of
Corgi.
dog? Yes. Ben, the largest individual island in the United States belongs to which group of islands?
The Hawaiian Islands?
Is the right answer. Mark, slingback is a type of which article of clothing? Yes. Liam, who played the character of Tiffany Mitchell in EastEnders?
Pass.
Marty McCutcheon. The expression low-tech is an abbreviation for what phrase?
Technology.
Correct. Ben, if you flew due north from the Maldives, which mainland Asian country would you fly over first?
Indonesia?
No, India. At which port on the English Channel does the M20 motorway terminate?
Dover?
Folkestone. The Legend of Xanadu was a 1968 UK hit single. Is Titch. What name is given to a line connecting points of identical atmospheric pressure?
Isobar?
Correct. Mark, which actor starred as Detective Alonzo Harris in the 2001 film?
Denzel Washington.
I need your first answer. Denzel Washington. Rory McIlroy competes professionally in which sport? Correct. What W is a fall from a surfboard or a Bob Monkhouse game show?
Out.
Again?
Wipeout.
Correct. Ben, who starred as Stephanie... Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer was the answer on that one. Yeah, a couple of... Liam, I'm just having, a noise gate at the front end of your answers, so short answers are getting lost slightly. Linkomaniac, welcome to the stream. And yeah, sorry, Mark, on that answer there. I had to disallow it because I had a full answer before you corrected yourself, but you got back in on the next one. Ben, sadly, out of time. Oh, how was that?
Good run, though.
It was a
good fight there.
It was a very good fight, very good run, and you've done yourself proud. But it's third place tonight. Have you had a good time?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for playing, Ben, and let's go on to our final.
Good luck, both of you.
Thank you. You too.
Well, Ben can't have any luck because he's out of the game now, Mark. But I suppose the sentiment is what counts. Liam, you're not moving an iota. Mark, you're not moving an iota either on the left and the right once again. Liam, how was that?
Nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking. It's a scary game, isn't it?
I absolutely... I love the game. It's a great game, but it's absolutely terrifying to play.
I have to go have a cold shower afterwards to sort of wash the stress off. You're playing against Mark in the final. Mark, comfortable spot for you on the right-hand side. You feel it's gone well so far?
Well, yeah. I just had a lucky guess on that Felixstowe question. I just knew there was a town like that.
It was a good guess, yeah. It's certainly not your neck of the woods, but a good guess, and they all count. You'd have 2 minutes each on your clock. It's going to be Liam versus Mark in this final exhibition face-off final. Best of luck to you both. Liam, you're answering first, and Liam, your time starts. If I focus on the right window. Now, Rich Uncle Pennybags is the name for the mascot of which board game? Correct. Mark, which dairy product was advertised in 2001 with the slogan, "The white stuff, are you made of it?" Yes. Liam, Baron von Richthofen was a celebrated pilot during which conflict?
World War II.
World War I. Which quartet won the Best Original Score Oscar in 1970 for the film Let It Be?
Beatles.
Correct. Mark, someone with the ability to always turn their activities to personal gain is said to have a
Midas touch.
Correct. Liam, in the 1964, the song "You Really Got Me" was the first UK #1 single for which band? No, the Kinks. Which Belgian airline filed for bankruptcy in 2001?
Pass.
Sabina. The city of Istanbul is situated in Europe and which other continent?
Asia.
Correct. Mark, in which century did the naturalist Charles Darwin publish?
Asia.
On the
19th.
19th is correct. Liam, at the state opening of Parliament, from which House of Parliament does the monarch give the speech from the throne?
House of Lords.
Correct. Mark, in which J.B. Priestley played as a mysterious police officer visit family to an Inspector Calls, the 1997 science fiction film Contact. Correct. Liam, in which European capital city is the famous Notre Dame Cathedral located?
Paris.
Yes. Mark, the Jordanaires provided backing vocals for which... Correct. Liam, what U is an adjective used to mean something relating to a city or town?
Urban.
Yes. Mark, what is the largest moon of Jupiter?
Ganymede.
Yes. Liam, which word can mean a predicament or an article of food preserved in brine or vinegar?
Pickle.
Yes. Mark, in which decade was Madonna born?
60s.
50s. Which kitchen professional's traditional uniform is a white double-breasted jacket with black and white checked trousers?
Chef?
Yes. Liam, what is the first name of the son of Margaret and Denise Thatcher? Have we lost you? Or are you just having a really long thing? Is your mic having...
stream has just absolutely crashed.
Ooh.
Even on Discord. I can get you, but it's really, really
Why don't you drop the broadcast? You'll know when you're out of time.
The last I heard, but you were halfway through.
We are really cutting out
right,
here.
you've just been talking. Stop. You've just been talking stop motion to me. I don't.
Okay. I don't know if you can switch over to 4G or something like that.
I don't think so. I'm on desktop computer. So.
Would you like to nominate somebody to come and take your place, or do you want to try and battle it out?
I can try and battle it out.
Okay.
That's fine. It seems to have picked up now, so hopefully it'll last for the next minute or so.
Okay, what I've done, I've reset your timer to where it was at the start of the last question, which was the first name of the son of Margaret and Denise Thatcher. The answer was Mark. Appropriately, that's who you're playing. You've got 71.93 seconds left, and we'll come in with a fresh question. I'll give you some grace. I know I shouldn't give grace for technical errors.
Yeah.
It's an exhibition, so let's do that. 71.93 seconds left. The clock is with you, and that time will continue in 3, 2, 1. In which modern-day country was the mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujan born? Correct. Mark, what name is given to the filaments largely composed of keratin that grows... Correct. Liam, in the title of a 1994 film, how many weddings did Hugh Grant's character attend? Correct. Mark, Charles Leclerc competes professionally in which sport?
Pass.
Motor racing. The Battle of Passchendaele took place during which war?
World War II.
World War I. The island of Taiwan is off the east coast of which Asian country?
China.
Correct. Liam, what was the title of the theme tune to the BBC comedy series Dad's Army?
Who do you think you're kidding, Mr. Hitler?
Correct. Mark, Enron, the giant US corporation which filed for bankruptcy in 2001.
Energy.
Correct. Liam, Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith starred in which 1997 science fiction comedy?
Men in Black.
That one's Men in Black. Mark, in the music industry, A&R is short for artists and what?
Repertoire.
Correct. Liam, which association runs the Nations League football competition?
UEFA.
Correct. Mark, which Irishman wrote the poem Blackberry Picking?
Shaw.
Seamus Heaney, which US president made the first telephone call to the moon?
Nixon.
Yes, he did. Liam, what is 1/3 of 18?
6.
Yes. Mark, Salt Lake City is the capital of which US state?
Utah.
Yes. Liam, part of the London Underground. In which century did the Metropolitan line open?
20th.
19th. Gloucestershire Old Spot is a variety of which farm animal?
Pig.
Yes. Mark, what name is given to the study of water?
Hydrology.
Very good. Liam, which meat product gives its name to the style of side whiskers that is broad in the cheek and narrower at the hairline?
Pass.
Mutton chop. What type of calendar is traditionally given to children for the weeks before Christmas?
Advent.
Yes, Advent calendar. Mark, which English national park includes the beauty spots of Irescombe Falls and Malham Cove?
Peak District.
No, the Yorkshire Dales. The name of which audiovisual device is often abbreviated to
Television.
TV? Yes, Liam. Which word follows book, house, shop, and game to give the names of 4 different occupations?
Keeper.
Correct. Mark, plum pudding is traditionally eaten during which annual Christian festival?
Christmas.
Correct. Liam, Patsy Kensit first found fame as a child actress in advertisements for which frozen vegetable? Correct. Mark, on a map, which European country is shaped roughly like a boot?
Italy.
Correct. Liam, urchin is an old name for which prickly British mammal?
Hedgehog.
Correct. Mark, Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg and William Burroughs were prominent members of which... Correct. Liam, in the 1990s TV sitcom Men Behaving Badly, which actor played Tony?
Oh, Morrissey.
Correct. Mark, in the TV sitcom My Family, which actor played the part of Ben the Dentist?
Lindsay.
Correct. Liam, what title is given to the officer presiding over debates in the House of Commons?
Speaker.
Yes. Mark, which personal pronoun sounds identical to the 21st letter of the modern British alphabet?
You.
Correct. Liam, which Italian car company produces the Urus sports utility vehicle?
Oh.
No, it's Lamborghini. Oh. I tell you what, from almost dropping out of the call completely to putting Mark, of all people, on 12 seconds left, that is a phenomenal achievement, Liam. You've done jolly well there. How are you feeling?
You know what? Honestly, given that how good Mark is, I'm chuffed. I've got 12 seconds.
I would be very pleased with that. You've done awfully well. It's just a silver on this occasion, but
I'll take it.
Great game indeed. Have you had fun, Liam?
Oh, it's great. Apart from internet dropping out, but yeah.
No, I cannot do anything about that one. Liam, always great to have you. Thanks for playing, and second place.
Thank you.
Oh, Mark, a familiar spot for you in the centre of the face-off arena. I haven't got finalist mode on, so that is going to be the end of our time together. But once again, living up to your reputation, have you had a good time?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Good man. Always good to have you here, and we'll see you again in the future, I'm sure. I'm going to roll the credits. If anyone else in the chat wants to play a game of Face Off, I have it on good authority that my wife might appear at some point to challenge somebody. So if anybody fancies in on that, just let me know. But we'll load the game back up. I won't play any more adverts, but I am going to go get another drink. So I'll leave the lobby open for y'all. Congratulations to Mark. More Face Off coming up soon. If I press the right button. That one. I forgot I can skip the credits. I've taken off the button, the mesh that appears at the bottom that says press space to skip credits, but I've remembered that that's a thing I can do, so I don't have to stop and restart the build. We're not going to collect player details. We're going to keep with the not showing things on devices. How many questions have we got? 638 questions we've gotten through. I think there were 239 used at the start of the stream, so we do burn through them. But we're going to continue on. If you fancy it, I fancy something different. I don't know, maybe a shorter thing, or maybe a fixed length. I don't know, 30 seconds with no increase, maybe, and 6 players. Oh, sort of like arcade face-off. We'll keep director mode in there, but if you want to come and play, room code is there, WHKF. It's on Hackbox. Am I still in? No, operator's offline. It must have reset the build. Yes, it has. WHKF, so you'll need to refresh if you want to come play. Come and join. Operator is now online. 6 players in an arcade mode. Sounds like fun. Silent Marine, welcome to the stream. Some raid messages coming in. And I've got a message from Score and a power user alert, which I don't understand. Yeah, Face Off Blitz. Come join. I'm going to get a drink when I come back. Hopefully there'll be lots of people there. BRB. I'm going to see how many we get for this face-off blitz and then proper one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, who have we got? Shapes, Samster, Natter. 3 more. 3 more. Come on, face-off blitz. We want to do a fast one. 30 seconds, no increases. Push pineapple, shake the tree. I mean, if you fancy it, BCK, yeah, if no one else is going to come join, then yeah. Go on, AB me, you know it makes sense. Trying to convince Will as we speak. You can have a go at Cameraman Topper, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be open to repeats. If people don't want to come join as new players, then that's fine. I'm opening it up to people who haven't played it tonight, but I will do repeats if people if we don't get the people. So people just want to watch. That's fine as well, I guess. Topper wants to be cameraman, and so we'll give him director mode. This is going to be a blitz one, so it's 30 seconds and no increases. That's fine, GIs, there's no worries. Have we got 6, 2, 3, 4, 5? We need one more. Let me start assigning people. Jack's back again. I'm going to stick with the standard order and the order in which he joined. There we go. Natter, Shapes, Samsa, Stilgar, ABMe, and Jack. You'll need to come and join the green room, all of y'all. Clive, Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. Come join the green room, and then we'll get on with the game. Yeah, if you've got a voice, Mr. Vertigo, I can put you in instead of Jack. That's fine. Jack's already had a go tonight. I know I spoke to you, but you've just come up on my app, so I need to do the official thing. The official thing. Yeah, that's cool. We'll have Mr. Vertigo in here. That's 6 new players, and then Mrs. Flush is going to come play the next game. So we'll get her set up. Shapes and Sam's are with it. They're going to be heckling each other on each other's turn, shouting. Topper, do you want to come and play with Mrs. Flush in a minute? Or you're directing now, if you fancy that. Ah? Yeah, so to speak. Who else we're about? To be confirmed. All right. Who are we waiting for? Mr. Vertigo. Give me an actual name to talk to.
It's not every day a man offers so another man to come play
Well,
with his
quite.
wife, is it?
Yes, no, indeed. Mrs. Flush is here, everyone, wearing a towel on
No,
she
it's just
head.
because my hair is drying. I'm not taking the.
You're not taking any vows or anything. Mr. Vertigo, you're going to be on orange. And we've got 6. So, once I've got 6 in the green room, I'll drag you all in. Who are we waiting for? Mr. Vertigo, and we're waiting for Shapes. Unless Samson and Shapes, are you playing on the same device? You're going to be on the same microphone. Okay, fine. And there's 5. Wonderful. Let's bring you all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unmute. Hello, gang.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody. We're going to go straight into the game, and hopefully you can see and hear everything. Let me just do a quick sound check, make sure I can hear everyone. Natter, hello.
Hello.
Shapes, hello. You're muted, darling. Shapes, Sam, I need to know you're here.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I didn't realize. Yes, hello. Hello. Hello.
Stilgar, hello.
I didn't know what was going on. Right, we're good now.
Oh, we've lost Stilgar. Okay, we'll come back to that. AB me, hello.
Hello.
Mr. Vertigo, hello.
Hello.
Hello. We just wait for Stilgar to reappear. Because they were here. I'm fairly sure they were here. You still here? Not in the right room. Join the green room. If you join the green room, I'll drag you all in. There you are. Stilgar, hello.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Fantastic. Lovely to have you with us. Let's jump in. Just a reminder, this is face-off blitz. 30 seconds on each clock, and the clocks will not increase from round to round, though the order will still rotate depending on where you ended up. Topper is on director mode, so he might be moving the camera around a little bit. And the very best of luck to you all. I'm not going to go through the introductions and stuff. We've done a lot of that tonight, but hopefully we'll all have some fun. Natter, you're on the red podium. You're going to be answering first. Very best of luck to you all. And Natter, your time starts now. The initials ECHR stand for the European Convention on what?
Pass.
Human rights. The equivalent in Scotland of England's Attorney General is the Lord what?
Pass.
Advocate. In 2000, which British rock band had a UK #1 hit with the single Go Let It Out?
Franz Ferdinand.
Oasis. To which political party did John Profumo, the central figure in the Profumo affair, belong?
Reform UK.
No, it's Conservative.
Reform UK.
The slogan Zoom Zoom has been used to advertise which car brand?
Renault.
Mazda. And that's the danger of blitz mode, Natter. Unfortunately, that is going to be it. Thank you for playing. We'll see you next time.
Well, I'll play in the next round.
It's fast and furious, but that's how it goes. Shapes, you're going to be answering the next question. Very best of luck, and your time starts now. The Kennedy Space Center is located in which US state? Yes, I just about heard Florida. Sam, in the Chinese zodiac, 2022 is the year of which animal? No, tiger. Which word means an implement with 2 or more prongs used for eating and the point with which... Correct. Stilgar, in which year did Turin host the Winter Olympic Games?
2000.
No, 2006. Which actor starred as Norman Bates in the 1960 film Psycho?
Don't know.
Anthony Perkins. What type of animal is a tilapia?
Fish.
Yes. A.B. Me. How many dancers would take part in a quadrille?
4.
8. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up. And lyrics from which 1995 Montel Jordan song? This is how we do it. According to the Chinese proverb, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single what?
Step.
Yes. Mr. Vertigo, tabby, tortoiseshell and marmalade are types of coat associated with which pet? Yes. Shapester, the 2001 book Blessed was written by which iconic footballer? Correct. Come close to the microphone, can barely hear you. Samster, the phrase to boldly go.
Definitive.
Correct. Stilgar, what was Gloria Gaynor's 1979 UK #1 hit single?
I Am What I Am.
I Will Survive. The headlands called North Foreland and South Foreland are on the coast of which county in southeast England?
Pass.
Kent. What S is the name of a type of ring that is engraved with a small seal monogram? It's a signet ring. Signet ring is the answer. Bad luck, Stilgar. You have been eliminated on, I think, the 3rd pass down the line. Thank you for playing. We'll see you again.
The force was not with me.
It was not. Now, gang, I've just spotted something rather alarming. We might be okay, or it might be a major problem. On my host readout, I have a list of the number of questions that we're on. And currently we're on question 152 of 170, which makes me think it's ingested the wrong number of questions, which makes me think it hasn't ingested any questions, it's just left over from the last game. If we run out in 18 questions' time, which is quite likely, it will just recycle and go back to the beginning. We'll see what happens, but just in case any questions come up that we've already seen, we might have to do a quick jump-in game. But we'll see what happens. Stilgar. No, it says Stilgar. It might be that's a bug on mine. We'll find out in a minute. AB Me, you're going to be answering questions first. Best of luck, and your time starts now. Which cabinet position did John Major hold immediately before becoming Chancellor of the Exchequer?
Pass.
Foreign Secretary. According to Ogden Nash, candy is dandy, but liquor is what?
Slicker.
Quicker. At the Olympic Games opening ceremony, the team from the host country enters the stadium when? First or last? Yes. Samster, the Stone of Scone, which was returned to Scotland in 1996, is housed in the castle of... Hey, it happened. Shapester. Jay Jones competes professionally in which sport?
Judo.
Taekwondo. In 1988, which snooker player published the book How to Be Really Interesting?
Steve Davis.
Correct. Mr. Vertigo, which pastime is a contest of strength in which 2 people interlock hands and try to force each other in... Correct. AB, Katja Seisinger competed professionally in which winter sport?
Figure skating.
No, it's alpine skiing. In popular speech, a person with firmly fixed opinions is said to be dyed in the what?
Pass.
Wool. Which European country is nearest to Africa?
Spain.
Correct. Samster, which type of fruit is traditionally used in Black Forest Gatto?
Cherry.
Correct. Shapester, in which century was Joan of Arc canonised by the Catholic Church?
18th.
No, 20th. Which wild member of the dog family is sometimes called a prairie wolf or brush wolf?
Dingo.
No, a coyote. Which country lies between Canada and Mexico?
USA.
USA. Mr. Vertigo, who wrote the novel The Bell Jar?
Sylvia Plath.
Correct. AB, the author of Henry...
4.
Oh, when you got 0.17 seconds left, that's all you can do. Is it scone? Oh, is it the Stone of Scone? Okay, not the Stone of Scone. I'm trying to... Yeah. There we go. AB Me, you've been eliminated. Thanks for playing. So according to this, we've got 168 of 170 questions left. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Shapes, you're going to be answering questions first. Mr. Vertigo, second. Samson, you're going to be third. Good luck to you all. Shapes, your time... Oh, Scone. Stone of Scone. Fair enough. Shapes, your time starts now. Monch 2 is a variety of which common vegetable?
G.
Correct. Mr. Vertigo, what M is a light reactive metal whose compounds include Epsom salts?
Pass.
It's magnesium. By which unit of measurement is 1,000 grams better known?
Kilogram.
Correct. Samson, which European country was the now retired tennis player John McEnroe born?
Spain.
Once again?
Spain.
No, Germany. How many engines does a Boeing 747 jumbo jet have?
2.
4. What word for preschool comes from German words for children's garden?
Kindergarten.
Correct. Shapes. In the TV sitcom Fawlty Towers, what animal did Manuel bring to the hotel?
Monkey.
No, a rat. In the lyrics from The Pirates of Penzance, a policeman's lot is not a what?
Happy one.
Correct. Mr. Vertigo, what name is given to a fee charged in order to use a bridge or section of road?
Tom.
Correct. Samson, which English county is Launceston Castle? Cornwall. Which cooking term meaning to fry comes from the French word for to jump?
Pass.
Saute. Who starred in The Goon Show with Michael Bentine, Peter Sellers and Harry Seacombe?
Pass.
Spike Milligan. Out of time. Lewis, welcome to the stream. Scoon. Yeah, Scoon is the answer. Sam, you've been eliminated.
No.
Which means, in this blitz of a final, it's going to be Mr. Vertigo going first and Shapes going second. Pretty close between the two of you. For what it's worth, the questions don't seem to have recycled. It just seems to be a bug on the display end, so that's fine. Thanks for playing, Sam. Goodbye. Mr. Vertigo, Shapes, in this arcade version of Face Off, Mr. Vertigo is going to be answering first. You've got 30 seconds each. Very best of luck, Mr. Vertigo and Shapes. Mr. Vertigo, your time starts now. In which decade was Francois Mitterrand first elected president of France? 80s. In standard 5-card poker, are you more likely to be able to straight or a flush?
Straight.
Yes. Shapes, which actor starred as George Bailey in the 1946 film It's a Wonderful Life?
Pass.
James Stewart, which Irish boy band collaborated with Mariah Carey on a cover of Against All Odds? Correct. Mr. Vertigo, which insurance market occupies 1 Lime Street, London?
Pass.
Lloyds of London. Which auto manufacturer makes models of car include the Jetta, Passat and Golf?
Volkswagen.
Correct. Shapes, which animator was credited with creating the characters of Wallace and Gromit?
Nick Park.
Correct. Mr. Vertigo, which word beginning with A is Taylor Swift's middle name?
Anne.
Alison. Who wrote the novel Lord Jim?
Pass.
Joseph Conrad. Which Symphony Hall, which opened in 1991, is a major concert venue in which West Midlands city? Correct. Oh! But just out of time, before I could press the button, you have been eliminated. Thank you for playing, but it's goodbye. Shapes, congratulations, you winner.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sam. Maybe if you jump up and down fast enough, Sam will get some of the splash. Maybe because Arun. Can we get Quizzle in? Can you, Quizzle, come and play a quiz so that Samster is the only person in present company who hasn't won a face-off tonight, which would be objectively hilarious. Quizzle's gonna come play. Amazing. Cool. Have some credits. Well done, Shapes. Good. Beautiful credits. All right, I'm actually going to stop and restart the build.